Yo, what is up, everybody? I am back. I know I've been gone for a while, mostly because of school, and I simply couldn't be fucked. Anyway, today's video is going to be on a YouTuber named Brandy Anime. And his video details the reasons on why teachers hate bronies. Yeah, but let's get this straight before we start the video. Teachers hate fucking everyone.
Hello everybody, I have a story that I really want to talk about right now because I've been hearing it all over the news. I heard it on the Young Turks, I heard Chris Sanders talk about it, and I've heard it on a few news stations here and there, but every single time I hear it, it pisses me off, and I just really want to rant like crazy on it. I just read another thing about it, so that's why it kind of set me off here. So at Chandler Elementary School, honestly, I don't know where that is. It doesn't really matter. It's not about the specific situation. It's about the principle of the whole thing.
What? So you're just gonna throw out an entire factor like it doesn't even matter? Of course it matters. Because some things are more susceptible to happen in certain states than other states. You can't just make this claim and be like, oh, this is America for you. No. And if you don't know what he's talking about, he's talking about the whole thing where, like, the kid brought a My Little Pony backpack to school and he got bullied. Yeah, that bullshit. Again, I know, I've talked about it on the podcast a lot, and I feel like I just got to make a video about it just to set it clear, because I know nobody fucking watches those podcasts anyway.
We have a 9-year-old boy who goes into school with his My Little Pony backpack, and he is severely bullied for it. I don't know the severity of the severe bullying, but apparently it was severe. I'm just going to take their word for it and not really dig into that too much because it's not the focus of this situation.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Yes, it matters, the severity of the bullying, because all you know, it wasn't even severe at all. These days, bullying is commenting or even complimenting somebody on something that they're wearing or that they have, or how someone looks. Thank the fucking feminists for that one. But it matters, because the severity ranges from someone teasing him about the My Little Pony backpack to someone shoving him in the locker because of the My Little Pony backpack. As you can see, two completely different things, both of which should have two completely different consequences.
So this kid is picked on for that, so of course the bullies, they had some consequences, didn't they? No. The problem with this whole situation, I'm not even concerned about the fact that they were bullying this kid, because I kind of expect that. I feel like a lot of these kids will grow out of that one day if they are disciplined properly. But the problem is that the school board did not do anything against these kids. The one who got punished for it, not really punished, but yeah, it was a consequence for his own actions. It was the 9-year-old who was getting bullied the whole time. He was banned from wearing that My Little Pony backpack, as if he should not put himself out there to be bullied. That's the message that the school board is sending him there.
Oh, I know, right? That's crazy. Suggesting someone to stop doing something so as they don't get bullied for doing that thing. Crazy. And don't tell me that the school board banned him from bringing the backpack. That's bullshit. And even if they did ban him from bringing the backpack, it's not like anyone was there to enforce it. And what do I think about the bullies not being punished for this? Well, to be painfully honest, I think it is a good life lesson for the kid. I'm not saying you shouldn't be allowed to wear whatever you want, because you can wear whatever the fuck you want, I don't care. But you can wear whatever you want, but you gotta expect to get criticism for it. No matter what it is, you gotta expect people to be assholes. And the counter to that, from what I've learned through many years of school, is that you just simply gotta not give a fuck and stand up for yourself. Because yeah, sure, the school board may be able to stop one bullying problem, or maybe two, or maybe three. But when we look at the big picture, as long as he still has that backpack, new people are going to come in and new people are going to give him shit for it. So you have two options in this situation. Option number one, don't bring the backpack to school if you don't want to get bullied. Option number two, stand up for yourself. Defend your right to wear whatever you want. And this is why I hate schools telling you you can't wear hats in school or hoods in school. Why? The whole school system is going to crumble down because I'm wearing a hat in your building, and it always boils down to, oh, it's disrespectful. A teacher comes up to me in the hallway and they say, oh, you can't wear that hat. I say, fuck you, cunt. And now that that rant happened, let's get back to the video.
So, it makes me think. Let's think of a hypothetical scenario where we have a class that is predominantly Brony. Let's not say that society is all Brony or that school is. Just like a rare occurrence comes in and this one class is all Brony except one kid. This kid comes in with a Batman backpack and somehow the Bronies find a way to make fun of him and bully him to the same extent. Do you think this would warrant the same sort of punishment?
First of all, don't even fucking bring up severity because you threw that shit off to the side in like the first minute of the video, okay? And you don't even know the fucking severity anyway because obviously you don't give a fuck about that. But if it was the same school board in the same district, then yes, I do in fact think they would give the same punishment. I think the school board in general in America is fucking retarded, but I don't think they're that goddamn spastic.
Do you think the administrators, do you think they would allow this to go on and say, you can't wear that Batman backpack to school? You can't do that. It's just, you're putting yourself out there. You're putting yourself out there to be bullied, and we don't want that. Do you think that's the type of reaction they have?
Bullshit. Don't act as if that's what happened to the My Little Pony backpack kid. No one went around policing him not to wear it. No one stood at the front door every day like, oh, you wearing that My Little Pony backpack today, huh, buddy? Well, you can't wear that.
I'm not really sure the exact motivation of the school board. To be fair, they haven't really put anything out that I've read thus far.
In other words, you haven't done your goddamn research. Don't try to bullshit your way around that.
But another motivation that I could get from this is that it's just easier to get this one kid to stop with his My Little Pony backpack than to punish all these kids. I mean, that would be so much effort to punish every single one of these kids when we could just get rid of the My Little Pony backpack.
Wow, really? You don't fucking say. Think of our school system as an assembly line. And we, the students, are in bits and pieces on the assembly line. And the teachers are the workers putting those parts together. And the factory is the school system. Okay? The factory or the school has to get out X amount of students every year. And they don't have time to constantly fuck around with this whole bullying thing.
I'm not a Brony. I don't really watch My Little Pony. I've watched a few episodes here and there. It's not even a bad show. I wouldn't consider myself a Brony, but I can respect the fact that somebody's into something that's a little bit different. It's perfectly fine. Bronies, I have much respect for you guys.
Yeah, you might, but guess what? There's assholes out there who don't. And by the way, you haven't got around to explaining how teachers hate Bronies because that's the title of this video.
So what I think is that these administrators, they were doing this just because it was the easier thing to do. But in this case, we have to emphasize to the children of the world today that it's okay to be different. So if it means you have to put a little extra effort into disciplining more children, that's something that the school board is responsible to do. They are supposed to punish the people who are committing the crime rather than punishing the person who is the victim.
No, that is not the school board's job. Their job is to educate kids and get as many of those little fucking thumb-sucking faggots out of their school as goddamn possible. They don't give a fuck about anything else. If you learned anything in life, it's that the school, or even the person who runs the school, doesn't give a fuck about the whole bullying situation. All they give a fuck is getting their money. It's all they give a fuck. And yeah, children of the world, it is okay to be different. Completely fine. But what they don't teach you in schools, and what this asshole doesn't teach you, is that people are going to be assholes about your diversity. So welcome to reality. It's not all butterflies and fucking rainbows like this guy is trying to enact it to be, which will never fucking happen, by the way. I would be all for it if we could make this world fucking prancing around in the goddamn meadows chasing after a fucking butterfly, but it's not like that, because eventually someone's gonna come in with a fucking flamethrower and torch that shit.
This is like going up to a woman who's raped and being like, well, here's what you gotta do. Never wear that fucking outfit again. You were putting yourself out there. That's as severe as it gets, but it's on the same sort of logic scale there. Perhaps not on the same severity level, but on the same logic scale. So if you end up creating this false sense that you have to conform to people and you're putting yourself out there so you deserve it, if you create that false sense, it's going to become our reality.
Oh my god, yes, I've heard this fucking argument before. And guess what? If you're walking around with assless fucking chaps, there's a higher chance that you're gonna get raped than if you're walking around in a fucking burqa. I'm not going to walk through a ghetto with a shirt that has a Confederate flag on it and under it says fuck niggers. People, be fucking smart for once in your goddamn life. And no one's saying that anyone deserves to get raped because of what they were wearing. We're saying take a little bit of fucking responsibility for once.
So everybody, I have a little challenge for you. Talk about this. Have a little conversation. Post it on your Facebook. Post it on your Twitter. Like, share it to your Tumblr. I don't care. I just want people to actually discuss this stuff, because talking about it is what gets people to change. That is the right way to handle things like this.
In other words, share this video to all of your social media. How the fuck do you get away with shit like this, you slippery fucking... Anyway, that's about the end of the video, and I just realized that like most of this wasn't even talking about bronies. It was just me ranting on just the stupid bullshit he was saying, this unrealistic shit like, oh, we all gotta live in harmony. It's like, no, that's never going to fucking happen. But thanks for watching, I guess. Give the video a like, subscribe for more content. Last week I fucking went away for like a good week. Yeah, that makes fucking... Last week I went away for a week. Yeah, that fucking... But anyway, I came back and we had 65 subscribers. So that meant when I was gone, we went up by at least 20 subscribers. That is fucking paramount. And I'm sorry that you had to deal with fucking my partner's shit while I was gone. But I'm back.